There's a castle on the hill, as the story goes.
The team that took you to the tiny town of Hatchetfield invites you on a journey to the lands that are for the latest StarKid musical adventure, Cinderella's Castle.
Let's go.
We knew we wanted to do fairy tales. We knew we wanted it to be darker than you'd expect, funnier than you'd expect, filled with music and puppetry. So for the past 5 years, we've been quietly experimenting with the kind of stagecraft needed to bring this fantasy world to life.
Let's go! There's a castle on a hill, as the story goes. And you watch it over us from across the moat. There are tales in those walls, coming true all they told. I need to know. I need to know. Let's go.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hey. Hello.
Whoa. Hey. Oh, we're doing it.
How's
Wow.
everybody doing? All right.
Hi, guys.
All right.
What's up?
Hi, everyone. Thanks for being here at the Cinderella's Castle Kickoff Livestream. And what a way to kick off this Kickstarter campaign. Even before we did our kickoff Livestream, we're over 50% funded.
Whoa.
So,
Yo.
That's crazy.
Oh, I got it.
That's
Heck of a
wild.
first step. Yo. More people. More people.
Thank you.
We don't fund this entire stream, the entire show today.
It's
She brought problems.
Oh my god!
so yeah,
What it is, everybody?
Angela's here. So how's everyone doing today?
Great.
John made popovers, and they're the best thing I've ever had in my life.
Correction, they're not.
They're
Popovers.
They are cinnamon sugar brown butter popovers.
Wait,
right? Can you hold
And
yes, they
look
are pretty good. Look at the inside of that.
look at that. And it's
It's-
gluten free.
Wow.
Wow, where's the
Wow.
Wow.
Wow,
The
fantastic.
sandwiches. Oh my god.
Very
It's
good.
one of the best sandwiches I've ever had in my entire life.
And wow, look at this old school sort of streaming coming back. We've got everybody in a room together over there.
Yeah.
How's it?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, can we do this?
That's
That's
kinda
I was
wild.
trying to make it work.
No, I've been sitting on
I was trying to. How do
One
you
of them
do
work,
this?
yeah.
How do you do this? Fireworks. Okay.
Fireworks is 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
Okay, but like the old school.
There's too many. There's too many thumbs.
Well, there's 2 thumbs up.
Show me an app that can do this. Show me an app. Get your technology to do this, bitch. Oh! Did you even see it?
Oh,
And here are the comments.
It's
chaos
so
already.
beautiful.
All right, so who all do we have here? We're gonna have to kind of rein it in a little bit because this is a 2-hour stream.
Okay,
And so
now we're gonna
gonna
get
try and get through everything. All right, so let's go through who's at the party house today.
I am here. I live here. My name is John Madison. I'm here. I'm Kurt.
I live here. My name's Jeff Blim. I'm here. I'm Matt Dahan.
I live here now. I'm Angela Gertata. I'm the little gremlin that lives in the wall. My name is Mariah.
Wonderful.
Thank
you. Wonderful. We got two views of that. So there's a camera
Yeah.
all of your left.
Yeah.
Kind of. Hello.
Mhm.
Hi, everybody. And hi, everyone. I'm Nick Lang. I'm one of the co-writers and director of Cinderella's Castle. And then let's see, who else do we have here? Bryce.
Hey, everybody. I'm Bryce.
All right. Awesome. Bryce, as everybody. We've done some casting announcements already, but we'll get to that after we introduce everybody. Paul, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm Paul Gabriel, and I am a technical producer and the stage manager for this show.
Slay!
All right. And then who's this in front of all these board games and puzzles and fun things like that?
I'm Matt Lang. I'm a co-writer of the show. And I've got a little helper with me.
And who's that good boy?
This is Nemo.
Does anybody text me?
Right before the stream started, he came down and had to sit on my lap to help me out.
Oh, baby!
He's a very good helper.
Yeah.
All right, great. So this is who we've got right now, but we're going to have more people joining us as we go through this stream. I want to thank everybody for being here. So I'm super excited. Everything's going really well. Cinderella's Castle is a show that we have actually been working on quietly, secretly in the background for several years now. And it's really fun to go into this part of the process and bring everybody in and start telling people about it and start getting you all, the audience, involved. So thank you all. Here, this camera, not this camera, that one. Thank you. And it's great to see all of your faces. Okay, so just to start off, all right. So Cinderella's Castle, a nice kind of how would you describe the show, Matt?
What are we trying to give an elevator pitch?
Yeah.
It's kind of a cool, dark, funny reimagining of the story. It involves puppets, rockin' tunes. It's. I think it's really funny. What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, I agree.
It follows basically the same beats of the story of Cinderella, though there are a few things that when I have mentioned them, one in particular I just casually mentioned to somebody and they went, "What?" So there are some surprises in store, and
they're pretty big surprises.
Yeah, we've got some pretty big surprises. Yes. So yes, it's kind of the story of Cinderella, but with a new twist to it. It's kind of a darker version filled with monsters and creatures. And we have a big difference is our evil stepmother and the stepsisters are all trolls. Stepmother. And we just launched the Kickstarter campaign. We launched the Kickstarter campaign 4 hours ago at 8 a.m. and already it is at, what is it? 100.
Oh my God!
Is it halfway?
Yeah. It's more than halfway.
It's over halfway. More than halfway.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, that blew my mind. This is overwhelming.
So there you go.
Let's get 10 million by today.
$132. We can fund this entire show today.
Should we put the show up tonight?
We're going. Repeat the show.
If you guys want to do this the next 5 minutes, we'll do the show.
I'm calling the band. All right, we need to shut up. I'll shut up.
So as we started the campaign, we kind of we released a little image saying that we were going to unlock casting reveals as we hit benchmarks. We've got 10 of these benchmarks that'll take us through to the show being us meeting our initial Kickstarter goal. So there are 10 cast members in the show, and already 5 of them have been unlocked. Wow. So why don't we? And we've got some videos for that. Why don't we play the first casting reveal video for everybody?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Oh, you got me.
Here we go. First casting reveal.
Who is it? Who could it be? Who was the first?
There's a castle on the hill, as the story goes. Let's go.
My name is Bryce Charles, and I'll be playing Ella Ashmore.
Ella, as far as characters go, I think is pretty classic, but there's a fun twist to her. There's a fun new energy brought to her through this version. I feel like in other iterations of Cinderella, it's just sort of like, oh, you know, my step family is, you know, evil, they're mean to me. And this just takes it to a whole new level. I mean, Ella is truly like trapped with monsters, and she's also under threat, direct threat of being like maybe eaten. Her friends and family have been murdered by these creatures. So Ella is isolated in a way that I don't know that any other Cinderella has really been isolated. Poor girl is going through a lot. And she's doing her best to keep it all together. And then when she can't, and she has to charge forward and change her circumstances, it gets a little dark. I'm even gonna say a little.
There's a castle on a hill as the story goes. Let's go.
All right.
It gets a little dark. Not a little. It gets a lot dark.
So, yes, our first casting reveal was Bryce Charles in the role of Ella Ashmore, our version of Cinderella in this story. Bryce, how are you doing? Are you excited for the show?
I am excited. I'm also just like, I don't know. I'm. It's surreal for me because, as y'all all know, and then many watching live stream may know, I started out as just like a fan. I've been a fan of StarKid for years. And so to be now a friend and colleague, and then to have the honor of playing a lead in a StarKid original production is just kind of like, it's a lot. I want to, really just step up and live up to the gracious hype that y'all have given me. But I'm excited and incredibly honored and nervous.
You're fantastic.
So happy.
Adopt me!
Yes, I met Bryce several years ago when I went to go see Dylan Saunders was with you in a production of Ragtime.
Yes.
And Dylan said, that's Bryce. She actually knows what StarKid is. And I said, she knows what StarKid is? We gotta get her in one of the shows because
not only did I know what StarKid was, but yeah, I seriously I internally freaked out, and I tried to be very professional because that was the second time that I met Dylan, and the first time was at Book of Mormon callback. So at that point, I was like, okay, play it cool, Bryce. And then and he was very sweet. And for all the StarKids that came to the show, he was very kind to like introduce me to everyone, which just made my heart so happy.
Yes. Well, we've been fans of yours for a very long time as well, and we're so excited to have you leading this show. It was such a joy to have you in Nerdy Prudes Must Die, and I think everyone will agree that you were such a standout in Nerdy Prudes Must Die.
Absolutely.
And so I think it's going to be great having you.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, y'all.
So that was our first casting reveal that happened, I think, in the first 5 minutes of the campaign.
You guys are so wonderful. Thank you so much.
Y'all are amazing, seriously.
Yes,
Release them all!
And then about 15 minutes into the campaign, we released our second casting announcement, and we have a video for that one as well. If you want to play that, John.
Alrighty, here we go.
There's a castle on the hill as the story goes. Let's go.
My name is Angela Giratana, and I am playing the stepmother. This is like the stepmother from the fairy tale, but very, very disgusting and very brutal and a troll. What an iconic woman. This is me on a Saturday morning, am I right? Okay, sorry. So this is her. This is her in all of her glory. Look at these teeth. Oh my God. Yeah, this is gonna be a full puppet that I get to like maneuver. and be inside of and be the voice of. When I saw and when I heard that we were doing this and these 3 incredible like female parts that I've seen in so many adaptations of this, we're going to take the body of a troll. That made me so excited. I'm really excited to be a lady troll. Be the lady of the house, but disgusting. I've said disgusting 7 times.
There's a castle on a hill, as the story goes. Let's go.
We just keep rocking out to the song.
All right. Angela, how are you feeling? Are you excited to do the show?
Oh, I'm so freaking stoked. You can tell in that video, I'm like, yeah, I'm the mom.
No, you were way more composed than that, and you were hysterical, and it was great. I loved that clip so much. I
think that was the first time I saw what it looked like, and I was just obsessed with the thing. And even when StarKid posted the picture of I was like, they have no clue. And then I was looking at how gorgeous Bryce looked, and I was like, always a Bryce. I didn't need a picture.
Angela, we're so excited to have you step into the leading villain role in the show.
Wild.
I think it's
gonna be so wild. And YouTube designed what she looks like, right?
Yes. So let me pull this out.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my god.
so impressive. The detail is so incredible.
Are you joking me?
This is our character design maquette. This is the plan for what the troll puppet will eventually look like. You know, it'll be much bigger, you know, obviously. But here's what we're going for. We have several of these maquette creatures that we made. We sculpted these out of various different materials, and then epoxy sculpt to finish it off. And then Matt, my brother, he painted these. Matt is an incredible painter. He paints a lot of miniatures and things like that.
That is so impressive.
So I love.
Did you use is it like airbrush, or are you using like hand
acrylic or
it's acrylic. I ended up just using brushes for her.
Wow.
It ended up being quicker than the airbrush.
It's so amazing. Did somebody already get this? Because I saw that you can get this, right? As like someone donated.
Yes, we have 6 one-of-a-kind rewards, and as of this morning, last I checked, this was the only one that was still available. I don't know if this one has sold.
People don't want that in their bedroom staring at them.
Let me actually see if this.
It should go on your nightstand. Just watch it over you as you sleep.
I feel like we talk about how the Lang brothers are so like brilliant in their brains, but like I feel like we don't talk about enough that you guys are crazy designers. Yeah. I'm thinking about the Lords in Black, like that's like a design thing. Yeah, it's crazy. You guys are pretty nuts. Good job.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you. We were definitely going for a classic troll here. So she's got like rocky and big monster sort of thing. We love monsters. Yeah. We like to see monsters in fairy tales. And you know, aside from like the Trolls movies, I haven't seen too many trolls, just straight up trolls.
And we've been laughing.
Yes, finally, representation.
I'm looking for the rep. I needed it, especially, you know, at this time in my life. You want to lean on the troll.
Also, in fairy tales, besides Billy Goat Gruff, trolls, you would think they would be more prominently featured.
You would think. You would fucking think.
Yeah. I was actually before we wrote Cinderella, I was doing research into it, and in one of like the offshoot versions of Cinderella, because there's so many different versions of like the stories. This is like back hundreds of years ago. There was one story that was maybe a sequel to Cinderella, like that involved trolls, and I was like, trolls. There's the connection.
There it
They're
is.
going in Cinderella. There it is. You gotta play trolls.
Fun. That's awesome. Yeah.
And Nick, can we say a little bit more about the stepmother? Or we don't want to get too spoilery? Because obviously you might be wondering, if she's a troll, how did Cinderella's father marry her? You know? And the answer is that Angela will work this puppet, but you'll also get to see her, just her, because the troll stepmother has troll magic in which she skins women and wears their skin with troll magic. So so that's how she is tricking the world, and so she has the guise of a woman, but then she tears her skin so often as a troll.
So Angela, you're like the skin of another woman with the troll inside of it.
Truly, when I heard this part of the pitch for the show, this was like, I was like, this is an actor's dream. To play, your body is like not your body. Yeah. It's like so fun.
It's like the guy from Men in Black.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little like that, yeah.
It's a little bit like that.
It's such a cool idea.
So yes, and also a big thing with this one is Cinderella is one of the classic fairy tales, but aside from the fairy godmother, there's not an incredible amount of magic in there. I guess the fairy godmother is pretty magic, but Matt and I were like, why aren't the bad guys monsters? And so that was kind of the idea here, to take those the stepmother and the sisters and turn them into these big villainous characters.
It really raises the stakes significantly.
There's Ella is there's much more of a misery situation going on with her and the trolls, where she is kind of trapped with them, has to keep their secret in public, not let anyone know that they're trolls or they may eat her. So
and Ella go ahead.
We're still asleep and say, wake up, StarKid live streams out, and release the other trolls. Release the trolls. We must it out.
Hashtag release the trolls.
We have these casting reveals. The next casting reveal is going to happen. It's scheduled to happen when the campaign reaches $150,000. But I'll tell you the truth. The fundraising has gone so much faster than I expected. I expected these videos to take a week to unlock. So we're now we have 5 of these casting videos that have been unlocked. We have graphics that can be unlocked, but the videos are not. The other 5 videos are not done yet. So it's everyone is giving money at a much faster rate than I ever anticipated. So,
they ain't even exist.
I did 5 of these videos, and I was like, I'm fine. I can relax. People unlock them even before our kickoff stream. So,
God, that's have your other Kickstarters have other ones gone this fast? I can't remember.
I don't remember either. Yeah.
This is fun.
But hey, right now it's pretty quick. So
yes. But it's going well, and we're so excited. We're so thankful. And again, as we hit these benchmarks, we will be able to make these announcements and post these graphics, but the videos will follow. And speaking of those videos, why don't we play another one? He's not here on the stream at the current moment, but let's take a look at our next casting reveal that was again unlocked about 30 minutes into the campaign.
Let's go.
Okay.
But hold on. But everyone just wait a sec.
There's a castle on the hill, as the story goes,
Let's go.
I'm James Tolbert, and I play the Prince. I think something about this specific Prince is that we're hearkening into the real root of some of the problems with these princes in these stories, is that beauty is only skin deep with some of these guys. And this Prince in particular, he's looking for a maiden who is just the fairest of them all, so beautiful, but that's about it. And he does not have much depth to himself. So we're watching someone who is here for the physical and the fun, and not so much the romance that you should be looking for in a Prince Charming. And I think we're gonna have a lot of fun seeing I would say the antics and debauchery that goes on with all these characters.
There's a castle on a hill as the story goes.
Let's go.
All right. James. So he's not here right now, but we'll talk to him if he shows up. James Tolbert, who is a long time StarKid collaborator. He's been with StarKid since the Harry Potter sequel that we did, 14 years ago or something like that. He was choreographer on that show. He choreographed several StarKid shows. He made his stage debut in Black Friday, and he was in the VHS Christmas Carol show. And now he's kind of stepping into this fun, comedic, debaucherous Prince role. I think with this show, I think you might see a disdain for royalty that Matt and I have.
He's gonna be so funny in this.
But he's a piece of shit, but you love him. But a lot of the character choices that we made with the Prince were basically justifying. We looked at the original story and we said, how is this guy so stupid? He doesn't remember what she looks like and just goes, I'll marry anyone who fits this shoe. Yeah. Is he an idiot? Is he just got such a raging foot fetish? Like, what is his problem?
That the magic was a part of it that gave him that kind of amnesia.
Well, it's been ambiguous.
Yes,
in this story, we
explicitly
say it, but in other versions, it's been kind of ambiguous, where you go like, what are the stepsisters thinking? They think they're just going to show up and say, you met me and you know it wasn't me, but it's me, right?
Yeah.
I fit the shoe. So that's kind of we
said,
that a little
I
bit
guess we have to bake that stupidity in to the character, and so I think we papered over some of those plot holes, and I think he should be really, really fun.
Yes. Matt, do you want to talk a little bit about why we even chose to do fairy tales at this point?
Okay, so I've always loved fairy tales, but I've always been on the lookout for, like, no particular version of a fairy tale has ever really been everything I've wanted to see. I've always never understood why they don't embrace more like Tolkien-esque fantasy stuff, and like I've always been wanting to see like a dark version of the fairy tales, like a big kid version of the fairy tales, and inspiration strikes in very strange and unlikely places. And how we came up with this idea was, funnily enough, we were talking about the Disney live-action remakes, and we said, Disney's remaking the fairy tales in live action, and we're like, wait a second. The original ones were for kids. Why don't they do the live-action ones for adults? And we were like, oh, they could have puppets, and you could change it, and everyone could be getting murdered, and we were like, it would be awesome. And then we just had a very inspired night. This was actually when we were supposed to be writing Black Friday, and we said, that's boring, let's work on this. And so we talked about that all night. So we talked about it all night, and we made up all these characters, and we made up everything, and we were talking as the characters, and we were having so much fun. And Rusty got home from work, and we said, Rusty, we have to tell you all this stuff. And we talked at her for a while, and she was patiently listened, then said, okay, go away. And then we went and talked about it in the other room, and we had a great night. And we were like, this is amazing. Someone should make these. All right, let's get back to work on Black Friday. And it took like a year because we worked on it. We worked on it like on this show for fun, as like a side thing of like, someone should make this as a movie. And it took a year for us to go, because we were like, oh, I would love to see this. I wish it were real. And then it took a while for us to go, oh, wait a second. We have a production company, don't we? Why don't we try to make it?
We can do it.
We were very, we've been fans of things for a long time. We loved the Jim Henson puppetry, the dark fantasy Jim Henson movies like Dark Crystal and Labyrinth. They made a TV show back in the 90s called The Storyteller, where they kind of did sort of dark versions of all of these old fairy tales with puppets and things like that. So the idea was that we wanted to make something akin to that, of the same ilk, same kind of flavor as something like that. But yes, say this is like a big kid version of these fairy tales where they can kill each other and swear and have all this kind of fun.
Yeah, we wanted the aesthetics and kind of feel of the Storyteller, but as much as I love the Storyteller, it'll put you right to sleep. It's incredibly boring. So we were like, can we have that aesthetic, but also have it be funny and not boring? So
that's the goal.
That's the goal. In theory, it works.
Yes. With all that being said, why don't we take a look at another cast reveal video? Because this next. So, and again, this one, I don't know how long it took to unlock this one, but it was like maybe an hour or something like that.
I literally woke up at 10 a.m. and this was happening. Yeah. I was like, what?
Yeah.
What?
There you go.
I imagine when we play these, you're trying to edit the other one.
Yeah. I got 90 seconds.
I'm really excited that we're raising all the money, but I'm also my heart is going like this, going like, so I'm sorry if the videos aren't ready, but let's watch this one.
Let's go.
There's a castle on the hill, as the story goes. Let's go.
Hey there, I'm Kurt Mega, and I play the role of Thaddeus. Thaddeus is the prince's long-suffering right-hand man. He's there to attend to his every perverted whim. Thaddeus endures it. He does his job well, but inside, he's slowly dying. Internally, I think he really wishes and hopes for a better direction, and I think in the prince he sees a very bleak future should he become the king. And he wouldn't know it, but if you look a little closer, he might be trying to move some levers. I think he sees if the kingdom continues in this direction, bad things will happen, and he needs to do something about it.
There's a castle on a hill, as the story goes. Let's go.
Woo!
Also, I think I saw Kim come. Oh, yeah?
Kurt Mega.
Yeah.
Kurt Mega as Thaddeus. Kurt, are you excited?
I'm so excited. I was shooting the video that day, and then Nick was like, "Oh, now you have to do it." And I was like, "Oh yeah." But I will say I'm particularly excited because for some reason, some mystical force in the universe brings James Tolbert and I together. We've been partnered in like a bunch of different projects, and I'm so excited to get to like be like work opposite him again, and I kind of am. Thaddeus kind of reminds me of like Littlefinger or something in Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
So
totally.
I love him. I'm so excited about this show. It's gonna be rad.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fun. I'm excited to see the Thaddeus Prince dynamic. It's a classic, stupid prince and his servant that begrudgingly serves him. There's no
Long
choice.
suffering.
The long
I also like
suffering.
Thaddeus too because he's got a really cool connection with Ella, and like there's like a cool relationship there. So
There's a
I
mutual
just feel like there's a
understanding that the prince is like not what he should be. He should
yeah. I love also
honor.
Bryce and I have gotten to work together, so I feel like now we get to anyway. I'm just excited about.
Yeah, we get to play more.
I know. It's too complicated. Yeah, and I like that. I like that Thaddeus there's a lot of machinations and there's a lot of like political levers being pulled, so it's cool. I dig it.
Fucking transcendent.
And we have Kim Whalen joining us.
Woo!
Hello.
Hey. You came in at the perfect time.
I did.
And you know what? Since Kim is here, let's play the next cast.
I
knew it.
I've seen Kim quiet.
Got to make a difference.
There's a castle on the hill, as the story goes. Let's go.
I am Kim Whalen, and I'm playing the Fairy Queen of Sweet Dreams. Well, the Fairy Queen is actually a god. She's a little intimidating. She's not your typical fairy godmother. A little more fearsome and wondrous to behold. Ethereal, powerful, and a little scary, I think. I'd say the biggest difference is it's more of a revenge story. The Fairy Queen of Sweet Dreams grants Cinderella the ability to have this revenge, and it's pretty dark. It has some dark elements. I wouldn't say it's overall dark. It's got some dark elements. It's got a lot in there. I think people are really gonna love it.
There's a castle on a hill, as the story goes. Let's go.
Woo! All right. Kim, how are you doing today? Are you excited to be in the show?
Yeah, I'm so excited. I don't know where to look because.
It's good. We're there. You're on this
look
one.
in that camera. That one right there. Yeah.
Okay. I'm really excited. Oh my goodness. Especially with these wonderful folk and yourself. And oh my gosh, Matthew too.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Yeah. It's gonna be fun.
Yes.
I'm thinking over. Oh my gosh, I walked away for a little bit. What are we at now?
Almost 150.
We're at
I was tracking it as I was driving here.
1448. Wow. Almost. Wow. We're almost at 75%.
Wow.
Wow.
And we've got over 2,000 backers. That's incredible.
Woo! Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Thank you.
All right. And again, as we hit those funding goals, we can do some reveals. We'll do them live on here, but it's just going to be a picture. We don't have the videos yet because you all are giving money to us too fast. I was not ready. But thank you very much. But I'm really excited for the Fairy Queen. Maybe we want to talk, Matt, a little bit about how this world that we're, kind of the idea that in this world of Cinderella's castle, it takes place in this, similar to how Hatchetfield was a world that we kind of developed over the course of several shows. We kind of have this idea that the Lands That Are is a new world that we will be developing. And there are a few different things. And one of these central characters that we've got going on here is the Fairy Queen of Sweet Dreams, who makes different appearances. What's her story, Matt?
Well, she is awoken within the events of the show, and you don't know why she was trapped sleeping under an old oak. You're not really sure, and we wanted we just thought like, okay, she's a goddess, she's a fae of immeasurable power. It should not be a pleasant experience to talk to her or deal with her, because like if like an ant crawling onto your finger, and if that ant isn't even aware that you are a creature and that you are actually of a species that owns the earth, I feel like talking to a goddess would be a very frightening, very upsetting experience. Do you remember that part in The Lord of the Rings when Frodo's talking to Galadriel? And she's really nice, and then all of a sudden she goes, "And I can be a queen and terrible." And Frodo goes, "Stop it, Galadriel, stop it!" And we said, what if she was like that part, but all the time? Yeah. If we could, it's a play, but if we could do anything, if we had millions and millions of dollars, we were like, what if she would look like like those biblically accurate angels, to where they're just they're like 14 feet and like 4 crow's wings and an eyeball in the center, to where you go, no, to where it's very scary to behold them. That's kind of what we were going for. And, she definitely helps you out and gives you these powers, but she's not very nice about it.
Yeah. I'm definitely excited to do her on stage, because we have, when we did Nerdy Prudes Must Die, and also when we did Workin' Boys, the short that we made, the short, we had Gabriela Vega, the makeup artist, the special effects makeup artist, and she's going to be returning for this show to help us make some of these special effects, these special makeup effects, and the Fairy Queen of Sweet Dreams is going to be a big one of those. So I'm excited for Kim to look nice and weird. Cool, crazy makeup and all that. She is the goddess of all that is green and good.
We don't want to overpromise anything, because we'll see what we can pull off, but we wanted to have multiple arms. Wouldn't that be cool?
Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be cool. That would be cool.
So who knows? We're on a pretty good trajectory right now. So if we get enough funding, we'll be able to.
What's the multiple arm stretch goal? What is the stretch goal?
Multiple arms. I'm not sure.
We'll see it.
For the makeup and the aesthetic of the characters and everything, this was like screen test, right? This was just for for fans and everything watching. Things. There's a lot of room for things to evolve and change. So get attached, but like not maybe too attached to some of the aesthetic or design choices and makeup choices and stuff, because now Gabby has even more time to come up with different makeup designs and things and play. And so that's exciting. It's cool now, and it can get even cooler.
Again, in my imagination, it could just be if depending on what we raise, guys, it might just be Kim in a dress, okay? But in my imagination, she has huge, she has like insect wings, and the bottom of her is a cricket. Like she's just a cricket. And then multiple arms, like 6 arms. She's very frightening.
In a dress, or we might fund a clinical trial.
Yes.
We'll surgically grab some arms onto her. So again, that's kind of the end of the videos that we have ready, but we can still unlock some of these casting reveals if we hit certain benchmarks. The next one's going to come at $150,000. But in the meantime, Jeff, I'd like to hear from you a little bit. Talk about the music in this show. What were your inspirations? What's going on?
Wait, what's the question?
Is there a castle?
What was your inspiration for the music in this show, and how would you describe the vibe of the music in this time around?
Yeah, the launching off point was definitely Labyrinth. Nick and Matt and I had a conversation or two about Labyrinth, the things we liked, things we didn't. So that was our launching off point, and then it was each song had a different point of inspiration. This Castle on a Hill song you've heard. There's really two things going on. I was listening to a lot of anime themes.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Which ones?
Oh!
Which ones?
Which ones, John?
Well, my favorite anime theme of all time, I think it's by Eve, and I think it's called Kai Kai Katan. Pronunciation, it's definitely wrong.
Was it
I don't even know if I've seen the English translation to what it is. But anyway, so I was listening to a lot of those, and I was like, this show should have like an anime type theme. And then I was at a bar with John. And over a beer, I just went, it should be like, there's a castle. The story goes. And so I just wrote it right there, I guess.
And that was it?
That was that. And then every song's got a different vibe, but overall it's like a dark pop. Each song's a bop. That kind of
great soundscapes in each one.
Yeah.
These hints are really cool that you dug up for
Yes.
this.
Thank you.
Yes, I think that people are going to be really excited by the music in the show. I think it's really fun. It kind of has again, it has a similar flair to what you've done in the past, in that, Jeff, you write stuff that's like very catchy and it sticks in your head, and very melodic, and you're really good at doing pop and things like that, and tying it in with the emotion of what's happening in the story. But I think this time around, if I would describe Hatchetfield as wacky, I would say this show's a little bit, it's cool.
Yeah, I think that's accurate. The vibe we're going for is cool.
Cool
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's pretty cool music. It's when you hear it, it will definitely not be the first thing you'd expect from a Cinderella show.
Yeah.
It's going to be way different than you might expect, but hopefully just be a piece that goes together and everything becomes more than the sum of its parts.
Yes.
Yeah, I was working on one of the songs the other day, and there was a point where it's like, yeah, I could put some jokes in the lyrics, but I was like, nah, let's just keep it cool.
It's James!
Oh, James is here.
The prince entered the trap.
James is here.
Oh my God. He's a star.
Hello.
The prince has arrived.
Hello, welcome, James.
Welcome.
James, have a seat right up in the front there. So, James, how are you, bud?
I'm good. Oh my God, there's so many cameras. Hi, I'm so great. How are you all doing?
We're doing good. So the campaign is off to a great start. Your casting has already been unlocked and revealed that you are playing the prince. How are you feeling? Are you excited to do the show?
I'm so excited. I've been trying to keep tabs all morning. You all are amazing. Like, this is the fastest I've ever seen Monday.
More videos.
You know how I'm done?
Yeah, we did all the videos that we had ready.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
But don't slow down.
I love
don't
that.
slow down. I just need to
What
speed up.
I'm just so happy we're gonna do this show again.
Yes.
I'm just so excited about announcing what everyone's doing, and it's gonna be so much fun. Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, you think you can hang here?
Yeah. Hey, James, when you were auditioning for the show, James, what drew you to the role of the prince?
Something that I never really get to do that much is be an asshole on stage. And immediately when I was reading the stuff for the prince, I was like, oh, this guy sucks. I want to be him so bad. And so I really took some time to figure out what I could do with that role, and I'm glad it worked out. And I get to be with this guy again.
Yeah. I'm very excited. I'm excited, James, for you to show off your comedic chops. I think in a way that I'm just excited for you to be featured in this way, and so I think that's going to be fun. And when we were casting the show, we said, okay, James has the funny, and James also has the charm that the prince needs. Because we wanted the prince to be able to still carry that, he is Prince Charming, so he still carries that energy with him. There are certain songs in this, again, whereas we describe Hatchetfield as kind of having a wacky energy with the music, this one kind of has a cool vibe. And there's a song in particular that the prince and Ella have at the ball that I think is going to be a real standout in the show. So I'm excited for that.
A little snippet of it. I'm excited to see its fully realized version. It's going to be really, really cool.
Me too.
Yeah. That's
We
going to
just
be
hit 150, by the way.
okay. We hit 150. Okay, great.
Thank you.
Let me.
That's incredible.
Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can pull something up to do our next.
So how many have we announced? So far?
5 so
far.
5. So halfway.
Oh, could we announce
5 thus far.
That was the one, yeah. I keep picturing each of us like in a cage being released.
Sorry everybody, I just have to wait for some of this to. Okay, let's see here. We don't have a video at this point for this one, but we do have an image that we can show.
You have the power. You have the power.
Okay, here we go. So
it's coming.
This is going to be.
And again, like Nick said, we'll have the video. Will come eventually. We just got to edit it.
Yeah, we have to finish editing this video. But the next cast member we'd love to announce is Lauren Lopez. Here we go, Lauren Lopez as Ransilda. So again, we will have a casting video that is in the process of being made. Everyone raised money much faster than we were expecting. So the next casting video will come out at some point soon. But the next role that we're revealing is Lauren Lopez in the role of Ransilda, which is one of our evil stepsisters, one of our ugly, evil troll stepsisters.
Yeah.
So, we've already talked about the stepmother in the show. There's also, and then there are her 2 troll daughters. One is Ransilda, and Ransilda, I would say, is what's funny is, the trolls, the stepmother has kind of, taken on this skin suit. She's tricked her way into this house, the House of Ashmore. She's taken it over, and she kind of has like an air of, we the trolls used to rule the world, and then the man folk came and took it over from us, and I want to destroy the world of men, and I hate that we the trolls were forced under the bridges and into the caves, and we will rise up again. But then there's Ransilda, her daughter, who actually really likes bridges and caves and things like that. And, she likes asking riddles and things like that.
Yeah.
So we wanted to go for this idea of Ransilda is trying to please her mother, but can't help but,
can't help her troll nature of wanting to hold up under a bridge and ask riddles before people can cross.
Yeah,
that's her greatest ambition in life. And her mother wants more out of her.
Yeah, her mother expects more. So that's again, the video will be coming at some point soon, but you all raised money too fast for me. And, I honestly, I was expecting us to take a week to get to this point. I was expecting us to like release these videos over the coming week, and I'd say, oh, I have plenty of time to edit those other 5 videos. But I was wrong. I was dead wrong, and thank goodness.
I don't know. There's really a world in which we raise it all today.
Yeah,
I love that.
Well, you know,
It doesn't seem far-fetched the way the day
If you guys
started.
spend money today, I'll dye my hair blue for a day.
For one day.
She means she'll put on a wig.
Yeah, so this is really incredible. You know, we're over. We were 50% funded even when this live stream started. What a way to kick off this month of fundraising!
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yes. You know, as it says on the Kickstarter page, though, the initial Kickstarter goal of $250,000 is really for a bare bones budget. You know, producing shows is just takes a lot of money. And, you know, so the more money we raise, the better the production can be. We can spend more money on all of the technical elements. We can better pay all of you, all the artists that are, you know, working so hard to make the show a reality. So we've got 3 kind of tiers listed on the Kickstarter page right now. We have that are kind of our stretch goal budgets. We have a bronze budget, a silver budget, and a gold budget. But even if we surpass the gold budget, that'd be great. Maybe we'll move on to, you know, the crystal budget and all of that. We'll come up with that as the campaign progresses. But we're again so very thankful for everyone for doing this. And for right now, do we want to maybe just kind of talk through the Kickstarter page? Maybe talk about some of the rewards that you can get from.
Yeah, rewards are so cool.
Great. So here, I'm actually just gonna pull up the Kickstarter page right here.
Oh,
you did.
Said he's ideal constitutions and he has multiple arms. So we're trying to push. Yeah.
Like a angel.
Oh, yeah. When they have like, oh.
It depends on the
Beautiful.
Great. So
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
here we are. This is our our Kickstarter page here. Can everybody see this?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Incredible.
My job.
She's covered in dirt yet. Still, and yet
So hot.
I'm
That's
so
the
mad.
magic of Gabby as a makeup artist. She covered me in dirt and still had me looking beautiful.
Yes. Yes, when we were talking to Gabby about the dirt makeup for Cinderella, we said she should look dirty, but it should look like the dirt just so happened to fall on her in a really nice way that contours this and that.
You know, dirt glam.
Yeah.
Yes.
So here we are, the Cinderella's Castle, a new fairy tale musical. And we've got our pledge goal, our initial Kickstarter goal of $250,000. We're already over halfway there. We're doing really well. We've got over 2,200 backers and 28 days to go. So that's incredible stuff. And then, so let's take a look at some of the rewards that you can pledge at these pledge levels. So the first reward, super simple, at $5, you can get your name in the credits. We'll have a special thanks section. So that, you know, this will be fun. Excellent.
Get some flesh. Close your mouth and eye. She's and I am here for some reason. Just hanging out.
Can everybody hear me? Am I frozen?
You're frozen, but we can hear you.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can hear me just fine.
Okay, great. Ignore me.
Okay.
Ignore my look. The look of me. I'll just turn off. Yeah, I'll turn off my camera.
Yeah, I think it's a little much for your poor computer to show the screen and you.
Yeah,
but we can hear you.
Great. So at $15, we have a behind-the-scenes featurette. This will be a fun behind-the-scenes look at the production that we'll be making as we make the show, and you as a Kickstarter backer will have access to that. Then at $25 is the demo album. So this is going to be all of Jeff's original demo tracks, and we can tell you firsthand they're all really fun, really awesome. It's really cool, especially if you end up seeing the show on YouTube and know the version that the cast is singing. You can hear Jeff's original version, and you can so you'll get that kind of behind the scenes peek. We have early access to ticket sales at $50. This will get you the opportunity to buy tickets before the general public. So if you're planning to come and see the show live, you'll definitely want to get the early access to those tickets so you can make sure that you get your tickets before they sell out, because we're only going to have a certain amount of seats available at the 8 shows here in Los Angeles. Okay, this is a really cool one right here. So at $75,
I love this one.
At $75, you're going to get an art print of this map of the lands that are, which is the world that Cinderella's Castle takes place in. And John, do you want to tell us a little bit about this piece of art?
Yeah, absolutely. It was commissioned by, or it was created by Sarah Keeley, Magic Narwhal, or Magical Narwhal on Instagram. Has made a lot of incredible artwork for StarKid in the past, and is an amazing artist in her own right, and has really built this like beautiful, highly detailed map that has a lot of, I think, clues to other parts of the world that could possibly exist in the lands that are the, if we're able to reach our goal, which I think we're going to do.
Yeah.
Also, can I shout out John? John is hosting and doing all of this.
Oh, big ups for John.
Putting this together. Me. John.
Oh, yeah.
All right. John ate all the grapes.
John will eat an entire bag of grapes on camera for 24 hours.
Sorry. Sorry. Keep going.
Oh, no worries. So yes, the map of the lands that are, yes, this is a very detailed piece of artwork that if you get this, yes, you will be able to look at it and see that the world of the lands that are is bigger than even what is featured in Cinderella's Castle. Again, like Hatchetfield, we kind of have vague, ideas and hopes that this would possibly become a series of castle shows that may feature other fairy tales. And basically every single little thing that's on this map is something that we have a plan for in the future. So it's a really fun.
Now I think we should clarify. I don't want to scare everybody in thinking that it's going to be similar to Hatchetfield, and now we're getting stuck to 6 years of fairy tales. That's not going to be the case. But it's basically, if people like the show and there's a demand, we would in the future do others.
Exactly. This is just a fun. It's meant to be fun, not stressful.
Yeah, we future-proofed the map. So
At $150, we have this beautiful sweatshirt that was actually designed by Matt and I's sister, Jen Lang, who is a wonderful artist, and so
You're
it
just
has
a talented family. Wow.
I thought I was thinking when I saw that.
Jen's very, very, very talented, and she's done these kind of really beautiful, fun illustrations that feature Ella and a few other characters. The Ella's two companions, the Frog Knight, Sir Hopalot, and his Squire Crumb, the mouse, and also a bit of the castle. So it's a really beautiful. Nice sweatshirt, and I think it'll be cozy and really fun to wear.
Yeah, one thing I want to mention about this sweatshirt is that we do have choices of what kind of shirt to print it on, but we're opting for the more expensive, comfortable one because I want to wear this shirt. So I want it to be comfy.
Yeah, you'll see that Matt right now is currently wearing a Barbecue Monologues from the Nerdy Prudes Must Die. This is how Matt and I go shopping. We make a new show, and then all we wear is the merchandise from the show that we make.
Every show we get a new shirt.
We don't get new clothes unless we make a new show.
So it's just a scam for you guys to never go shopping.
That's really what I'm hearing.
It's a lot easier than building a bunch of lore.
Yeah.
You got it's a lot easier to build lore.
Yeah. So our next reward at the $300 tier is a plushie of Sir Hopalot, the Frog Knight. You all will remember the plushie doll that we made for Black Friday. Wiggly, the doll. So the idea here is to make another plush doll, and this time of our Frog Knight character. This is a basic design for the plushie, but we will have more pictures of what it'll look like as the manufacturers get us mock-ups and things like that, and we'll share those with everybody throughout the campaign. But this is the general gist of what that fun toy will look like, and I think that when you end up seeing the show, you're gonna love Sir Hopalot. He's a funny little character, a loyal knight. Okay, let's see what else we got here.
Oh, hey Nick, before we go on, I do have to depart, but I just wanted to say
No!
you guys.
I did not co-sign this.
Oh, you're laughing.
Sorry.
Paul,
Bye,
thank
everyone.
you so
Thank
much.
you guys
Paul,
so much.
Are you excited for the show before you go?
I am. Yes, like very, very excited. It's going to be a fun summer. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone bring these characters to life and working with our design team and just seeing what everyone comes up with. It's going to be really, really fun.
Woohoo! Awesome.
We love you all.
We're so
love
excited.
you guys. Thank you guys so much for. I mean, hey, this is amazing. So it's been a great morning for us. Thank
You're
you
amazing.
so much. Bye, everyone.
Give us a hint. Call a Q.
No.
He just says, "Lights 42, go."
Great. So to continue award tiers at $500, we have this signed poster that is going to be signed by the cast. And so the artwork here is only temporary. We are actually commissioning a poster by a professional poster artist. And the idea here will be to have it look like an 80s fantasy movie poster. Matt, you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. The artist's name is, and John, correct me if I'm pronouncing, what's the pronunciation of Dan's last name?
Dan Quintana.
Yeah.
He's incredible.
So we talked to Dan and we told him what we wanted and we were like, it's should look a lot like the Labyrinth poster. And he said, "Yep, Labyrinth poster. I know exactly what it should look like." And so we're very excited. It'll be a nice big poster, and it'll be signed by the whole cast. So it should be a really cool thing.
The one yesterday said he would get me a rough sketch by
John. Where?
John.
Why are you?
Okay, so we'll have a rough sketch of it by Sunday, and we'll be posting updates on the Kickstarter page and everything. So you'll start to get a sense of what the poster will look like.
We're very excited about that one. And then here we've got a nice big package here for VIP tickets. So this is how you can just get your tickets right now. If you don't want to risk trying to wait until the tickets go on sale, you can buy them right now. You can get these VIP tickets. You'll get preferred seating. You will have early access to the theater and early access to the StarKid store that we're going to set up. You'll get a pair of VIP tickets here, and we'll be very excited to see you at the show. Also, keep in mind that every single one of these reward tiers includes the prize for this specific tier, and then all of the prizes in the tiers below it. So, yep. There you go. This is our highest tier for the non one-of-a-kind rewards. Then we have our one-of-a-kind rewards. These are the kind of exclusive ones that we only have one of these. And it looks like the only one that we have left is the Troll Stepmother design maquette.
Well, the other ones are gone already?
Oh, yeah. They're all gone.
Yes.
Yep.
The other ones have sold out already. So this is a $5,000 tier reward, but let me see if I can. I'll show everybody what this design maquette looks like.
Okay.
It's probably my favorite thing that I've ever made, and I think that Matt did such a wonderful job painting it. I think it's a really beautiful maquette. It's you make so a maquette is like a small statue to explore in 3 dimensions what these creatures will look like when we turn them into their puppet forms, into their final puppet forms. So this is like the plan, like the test go for what these things are going to look like. And so we have this beautiful kind of sculpted troll stepmother maquette, and you can still buy that. Then the things that have sold out, we had a director's script already. One of you is going to be getting my script that I'm going to be taking notes in during this during the whole show. So you'll be able to see everything that I cut out of the show and all my little stage directions and things like that. So that'll be a fun little item. There will be. We have an original art portfolio. This is going to include all of the original designs. So, like all the little sketches that we've made to get ready for the show, and we'll put them all into a nice little portfolio and send them to you. One person has already bought that, and then someone has already bought the leather-bound book that appears in the Kickstarter video and may appear in the stage show. It's a beautiful leather-bound book that has the 3D printed Cinderella's Castle logo right on there. It's Matt. It was surprisingly hard to make those gold letters, wasn't it?
It was a nightmare. It was an absolute nightmare to print out those tiny letters, and then to you wouldn't realize how hard it would be to paint something that looked gold and not like a piece of plastic that's been painted gold. It was a nightmare. It took me so long to figure out, and what it ended up being was chrome markers. Those just ended up being the best way. And it's a whole saga of I tried 10 different things and then nothing worked. I eventually figured it out. but it's a really beautiful book, and you know, even without the logo, you could pick all the letters off and just have a really beautiful leather journal.
Yeah. The one person who bought that, if you want to scrape off the Cinderella's Castle logo,
No.
feel free.
Yeah.
Feel free.
So I think I guess we should. Should we? We have Joey Richter in the.
Well, let's get him on here.
Fucking
Only the Michiganders, the real ones know.
Michiganders, you know what I'm saying here? Look at that. We got a little Farmer Jack. Coffee, you know what I'm saying?
Farmer Jack.
So what are we doing? What is this? Hey everybody. Hi Matt.
Hello.
How you doing, bud?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. It's great to see you all. This is what a nuts day. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah. So,
fantastic.
So Joey, we have not yet announced what character you're playing, but we have announced that you're going to be in the show.
That's fair. That's fair. Wait, someone Dandy Bees said have. Wait, no, not Dandy Bees. I missed it. Who said this? I just missed it. Tanoi Caraxis said, "Do Joey and Lauren still live in Michigan?" And it's like we never lived in Michigan, which is so wild. Well, I mean, at least during school. Sorry, that just caught my eye. Wait, we just hit 150, but you didn't, or we didn't, like 10K ago. But you haven't announced who that is, right?
We did. We did. We don't have a video to release yet because I didn't finish editing all the videos yet because I thought it would take like 2 weeks to get where we are right now. So,
what a fantastic problem to have.
Yeah.
Who was the announcement?
It was Lauren Lopez as Ransilda.
Oh.
So
and we don't know. Okay, so I know who's left, but we haven't gotten there yet.
Yes, we've actually already announced everybody that's in the cast.
Yes.
But we haven't announced what everyone is playing yet. Those things will be coming. The next one will be announced as soon as the campaign reaches, I think, 175,000.
Wait, so the next one is 175?
Yes, at 175, we'll be talking about the next casting reveal, which, theoretically we could hit.
Diane's shot right now. It's not about Joey. It's about Diane.
This is a dog cam now. This is a cutie cam. We're here for the cutie cam.
Yeah,
cutie cam.
It's puppy time.
It's puppy time here. Well, that's fantastic.
So
Joey,
we'll
probably hit that in the next by the end of the day.
That's what I was saying too. I think so.
Hey, let's see. Let's see. So Joey, we haven't announced what you're playing yet, but are you excited to do the show?
I'm very excited to do the show. It's fun to I love this crew of people. It's fun to be on stage and be doing stuff with this gang again. I love that. I'm really excited for some puppet time.
Puppet time.
It's been a minute since we've gotten to do some puppet time, so that is very exciting. That's like a little dust off those skills. If in the event who knows if I'm even doing a puppet character? We don't really know.
Yeah, we don't 100% know yet.
We don't 100% know, but no, I'm super stoked, and it's just it'll be fun to dig into. It's like everyone. When we've been able to take a look at versions of the script and sides and everything, and it's so fun because you guys have the vibe of the show while having that innate StarKid charm to it and sense of humor. It's has a language and a tone that is and is very fantasy based, and that is very fun. That's fun to give everyone that new taste of what. Where these shows can live and where these shows can thrive and be different and stand out from each other. So I'm very excited.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing all this music, and I'm like, this sounds very cool too. This is all
Yeah.
instrumental for the show, correct?
Yes, the music that you're hearing right now is all
Good stuff.
music from the show, minus the words. So I wonder
Yeah.
what this will be in the final show.
Yeah, this sounds like this sounds like Terminator. You know, like someone's about to fucking chase after Sarah Connor. You know what I mean?
Think about it. Think about the play. Think about the
Yeah, it's so great. I'm so excited. This is gonna be such a good time. Yeah, how's everyone doing? Hello, Bryce. How are you, Bryce?
Friend?
Hi.
Good.
Hello, party house. Okay, whoa, getting a real active tour of this apartment.
A whole new angle. A whole new angle.
That just redefined what's going on there. It's really like I thought I knew the place, and now I know it even better. Okay, Diane clearly doesn't want to be on camera anymore. She moved her head.
again.
Yeah, she's like, I'm done now. But yeah, guys, I'm very excited. This is going to be a really nice time with all of you. Again, soon.
Yeah, it's gonna be so
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
And it seems, I'd like to say it's probably trending to happening. I think we're trending to meet it.
We're on track.
Yeah. We're on track.
We're on track. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're on a pretty good track right now. Yeah. To what you said, I think that I am excited for people to see the vibe of the show, because like what you said, the kind of even the language in the show is how they speak is a little bit different than how characters have even spoken before in a StarKid show. This is a very, Matt and I, one of our favorite things is fake old-timey speak.
We love old-timey speak.
Love
But
Love
yeah,
it.
fate is important. I feel like in that sentence that you just said.
Yeah.
It feels heightened, and then any jokes or any, like explicit or crass like humor that comes into play too, everything just is funnier because of that elevated like speech. It's a fun juxtaposition.
That's a very good comparison. Yeah.
Yeah, it's also like people use like analogies and like speak like use like metaphorical things about certain old-timey things that are just, it's funny. It's like you go, no one speaks like that. No one makes that comparison to some other thing. What the fuck is so funny over there?
Angela, are you snacking on a carrot?
I'm sorry for TV. I got close to read the chat.
Oh, I see.
He said what like 4 times. What?
That's
Sorry.
so fun. Super
But
fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited for people to see it, and I'm excited to work in the room with all of you to kind of figure out exactly how we're going to do this. Something in terms of like the acting style that I think we're going to all be exploring together is, if you've seen like something like Princess Bride, there's kind of like this heightened sort of way that everybody speaks, where they are old-timey, but it's clear that they're kind of stepping into something to use it for comedic effect. So I think that we're going to be going for kind of a similar vibe. And
Will we also be using British?
No.
British dialect?
No.
Okay.
No British
Yeah,
accent.
This show has been
Wait, I take it back. I actually don't know if I want to do it.
the tone of this show has been very difficult to explain. It's been very difficult to explain, but I think that once you see it all put together, it'll just be obvious. You'll go, oh, how could this have ever not been obvious? But it's been a little difficult to explain. But, it'll all come together in
This
the
show is
rehearsal room.
very monarchs. So it's like we down with the monarchy, no British accents,
And, yeah,
This would be funnier if I was in the room, I guess.
Yeah, that's this,
yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited to build it together.
I don't know what this song is that's playing, but I should know because I have
and it's
I have the folder. I have the folder of demos. But it sounds like there was some tweet semi recently where it was just like someone doing like a lot of like, and I'm like, this sounds like what all the fucking toads hanging out in the swamp listen to, and this kind of has that vibe. Where it sounds like a bunch of fucking toads just like at a bar being like, wanting to start some shit. So
Hey, for $500 million, we'll add in a toad ballet. So make sure you all
$5 million investment.
That'll just be like a deleted scene for the pro shot.
More money we
Yeah.
the better the choreography.
That's all that's
Better the toes.
Yeah. So what was that, Angela?
Yeah, I'm thinking of like rumors of characters that Joey's not going to be playing, but that he could be playing, and I was like, what if Joey was the woods?
Yeah, I am a series of trees.
Yeah,
I am a series of trees all next to each other.
Joey Richter as the woods. The woods. Trees.
Joey Richter as the woods and the willow, and it's just. Yeah, that's very like high school theater coded. Is Joey Richter as tree, as you know.
Number 2.
I'm woods though, and they said they need woods in the play.
I'm going to be having a meeting with our designers hopefully next week. So we're going to start talking about exactly what everything's going to look like. We have we don't have this listed anywhere, but we will update our page to include all of this information. But our set designer is Lex, who is who designed the set in Nerdy Prudes Must Die. He's coming back to design the set. Joey Guthman, who designed the lighting for Nerdy Prudes Must Die, is coming back. We have a new costume designer named Rebecca Carr, and I'm excited to work with her. And I think we're going to have a wig designer as well for this show. To have kind of big fun hair and different things. I think that'll be cool.
And the puppets will wear wigs. Will they wear wigs?
No, I don't think the puppets will wear wigs.
No, the puppets have real hair that they're growing.
Yeah,
Oh, good for
they're
them.
growing their hair out. Those puppets.
We're back at the El Portal.
Yes,
We're back at the house.
we're
Where we live.
returning.
I met someone who was in the high school play. Yes, that was next door when we were doing Nerdy Brews. Yes. Okay. Yeah. No.
That's so fun. Yeah, we're going back to the El Portal, and luckily we're not going to be there during the rainy season this year.
God.
So good.
Just the hot season.
Yes, just the hot season.
Which will be a great time to be inside of a theater. Honestly, it's like great inside theater period of time because it's going to be nice and toasty.
Yeah, you might want to get tickets. Yeah, you might want to come see the show just to be inside for a few hours.
Yeah.
Right, just for the air conditioning.
Yeah. So, yes, we'll be back at the El Portal. We're going to be running for the last 2 weekends of July. So I think it's July 18th through the 21st. Is a Thursday through a Sunday, and then the second weekend, I think we're going to be doing a performance on the Thursday. I think is the 25th, and then I think the 26th, and then I think we're going to have 2 performances on the 27th. I think we're not going to have any performances on the 28th. So I think that'll be good.
And with the designers,
yes. Something that we will announce. We will talk about it as we post more about our design team and our creative team, but yes, Lauren Lopez is going to be returning to choreograph the show. And she choreographed Nerdy Prudes Must Die, so she's going to come back and be in that role again this time. So I think that's going to be
We did it! We do it! So we do that? What does that do?
Wait. Also, when you're talking to the costume designer, what are we thinking for the woods?
For the woods?
Yeah. What are we thinking? Are we thinking just am I going to be on stilts?
Yeah. I think.
Cool.
Yeah.
Like Tree Beard.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, Joey, have you seen Groot at Disneyland?
Have I seen Groot at Disneyland?
Yeah, Groot. You
No.
look like Groot. Oh.
That would be cool.
Yeah, we're yes.
For so many
Contain multitude.
Yeah, we'll have Joey as the woods, and Joey will be fully costumed, but the woods won't move.
No. You just
They're
know
not
I'm there.
living woods. They're
There'll
just
be
the
some
woods.
whispers. You'll hear the whispers from my woods.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kim, what'd you say?
I said the fairy queen of sweet dreams makes the woods move. Right? Then he can move.
No. That's the one thing she can't do.
She can't make it.
She has no control over the woods.
Woods are frozen.
If we're ranking power sets, the woods is just slightly more powerful, and it goes, "You can't control me. You can't move me.
Yeah,
I'm not going anywhere."
Light designer, set designer, wig designer, woods designer.
Woods designer. Woodsman.
That'll be one of our stretch goals.
Is hiring
Now I
someone
want to
as
see
the
a
woods.
production of Into the Woods that's just Joey. Yeah, as the woods.
And it's just going into the mind. It's good, just going into the mind of what it's like to be the woods.
Yeah.
It's just like, hi, welcome to Into the Woods, where we talk about what it's like to be the woods. Wow. Wow, what a fun show this will be. The Woods. But anyways, what's
Hey.
Oh my God!
Guys.
What does Nemo want to say? Nemo's
it's Nemo. It looks like he's being sweet, but he's not. It's now his time that he usually eats. So he's sitting on me and shaking, and what he'll do is he'll get progressively more pushy and annoying. So he started to whine a little bit.
He gets hangry. We can relate. He gets a little hangry.
Yeah, he's just got to hold out for another 28 minutes, and then I'll feed him.
I like it. I like it when Nemo gets really hungry. He will jump on you and he'll hit you with
and try to knock your knees out. Like if you're standing, and he'll try to take your knees out so you crumble to the ground.
See,
Did
he
he go?
didn't care
He
at
bailed?
all. He didn't care at all about spending time with me. Rusty heard me talking and said dinner, and he ran right up there.
What a guy! What a guy!
Yeah.
What's it gonna take to get all these dogs in the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nemo can never ever. We refuse to take him on a plane ever again. We flew him out for Black Friday, but he was such a bad boy. We just for a few minutes during takeoff, Rusty had to put him in his little carrier beneath the seat, and he tore his way out of the carrier and jumped onto her lap. And then she got yelled at by the flight attendants, and there was no way to stick him back in. So he's been banned from making trips ever again.
Doesn't know flight lines.
He's too bad of a boy.
Chihuahua, Diane, Nemo,
Sport. Yeah.
and a little white fluffy boy.
I think all that, so we can make it work.
There's a whole army, unfortunately. That
Yeah, I think you can do what Kickstarter was it that where we did the Les Mis with the puppets? What reward was that? What was that for?
Firebringer. That was
that a Firebringer like stretch goal or something?
I think it was a Firebringer stretch goals kind of thing. I think
We should do that where we do the whole show with all the pets. And we just do a quick little like, and just them sitting there going like, me. Like, because if we feed Diane, she'll have a little mustache after she eats from like licking her lips and everything, and she'll look just like Ted. And you could just do Diane.
Yeah. That's cute.
Wow, this is great. So what else is on? Is anything else like that you're planning to talk about or on the docket to chat about for the rest?
You know,
of the time?
there are a few things that we wanted to kind of talk about and kind of clarify. You know, I know that some people have been wondering whether or not this show is a parody, and I would definitely not call this show a parody. This show is a retelling, a dark but humorous retelling of the original fairy tale. So this is going to be a different kind of vibe than things that we've seen in the past. It's think of it less as a something that is directly based on a movie or something like that. This is just taking the original story and putting a new fun fantasy magical spin on it.
I feel like when something's in the public domain for hundreds of years, like Cinderella, like a parody doesn't really apply. It feels that way. Where it's like parody feels like it feels like a contemporary thing when I feel like that term was coined long after there's been multiple adaptations of the Cinderella story in general.
Yeah.
Well, it's like who does it even belong to anymore, you know? And so
Also,
it's
too,
like
to the people, to the woods.
the woods.
Parody versus like homage versus like these are like kind of nebulous terms, but I don't know. I like feel like
Or an adaptation. It's an adaptation.
I would say it's an adaptation or reimagining, whereas something like Twisted, the StarKid show that we did, that is a parody. Because that is specifically parodying the movie Aladdin and then other Disney movies.
Yeah, and the Disney company and all that sort of stuff. Like parodies for me have to get into like deconstructing tropes, being self-aware, being undermining the original source material, like that sort of stuff, like pointing out flaws and plot holes, that sort of thing. So this is not concerned with doing that. In a lot of ways, in a lot of our updating of the story, we've written out the plot holes that kind of always were prevalent in the fairy tale. The
goal was to make it go back to basics and just tell a genuine version of this story, but make it cool, make it scarier, make it more violent, funnier, put
More
creatures
mature.
in it.
It's more adult.
Yes, like the fairy tale for adults is kind of the idea.
We love it. We love
And
to
then
see-
then what were the other kind of questions that we wanted to address?
One, will it be on YouTube?
No.
Yes.
Which by this point, yes. You should know that we put all the shows on YouTube. So yeah, you can expect it on YouTube. Few months after it's live, we just got to edit it, which is always a big, massive time commitment. We got to edit it. We got to make the album. It's a lot that goes into it.
Yes, and StarKid, as a company, we're going to be pretty busy this year. We have not only this show, there's also a concert coming up in London, and then also we are going to be trying to finish all of our StarKid Lab projects from the previous crowdfunding campaign that we did. So we're going to have kind of a chock-full year. But we wanted to make sure that we were going to get a new musical out there. And probably it will come to YouTube sometime late this year or early next year.
Sweet. We love it.
Cool. Then let's see what other questions were there.
Did we want to talk about what the rest of the month is going to look like in terms of live streams?
Yeah. Someone's done this before.
Bless you.
Matt, you want to kind of take us through our general plan?
Yeah, so a week from today, John, can you help me a little bit with the dates off the top of my head?
Yeah.
Or I can pull up
16th.
a picture to help me.
Sorry, 15. Wait, no, 13. Sorry. It took me 3 tries. I don't know why. The 13th
next Saturday, the 13th, we're going to be doing one called Exploring the Lands That Are, in which we are really, really going to go into depth with the show of Cinderella and the larger world. We made up several of these fairy tales all at the same time. So again, I don't want to scare anybody into thinking, oh, now they're just going to do fairy tales for 6 years. That's not going to be the case. We did make them up all at the same time. We made the map and the world with like future proofing it to where there are hints to other things, but we'll only do those if there's a demand for them. But we can kind of give you some behind the scenes information about the different stories that we came up with, what they might look like, what the world looks like as a whole, a little bit more lore and background into it. The other thing we'll be doing on that stream is we will be revealing each of the song demos. So you will get to hear, you'll get to hear a preview of, I think, all of the songs in the show, unless there are a few songs that give away too much. But you will hear a large portion of the score.
So that'll be kind of a thing that we've done in the past, where during the stream we will have a certain set of like funding goals through the stream of in $5,000 or whatever we're going to play the next demo and things like that. So that'll be next week.
Yeah, so we'll kind of gamify it, in which every couple thousands of dollars will play another song. So that should be some fun. And then the week after that is Saturday the 20th, I believe. April 20th?
Yes. 420,
yeah.
baby.
And that's what are we doing on 420?
That's an age and an age, talking about 15 years of StarKid. So basically, for those of you that don't know, actually in 3 days, StarKid turns 15 years old. The April 9th is the anniversary of the 15th anniversary of the opening night of a Harry Potter musical.
Holy shit!
April
StarKid's
9th.
getting their driver's permit.
So on that stream, we are going to kind of talk about, we've kind of divided the shows up into different ages of like, this was when we were doing this was like the Michigan years, and this was this, and this was that. And we're going to talk about these different kind of ages of StarKid, talk about our experiences over this past 15 years. And we're also going to try and decipher which is the best show from each age. And then we will decide which was the best age. And we will all decide collectively what is the best StarKid show.
I really want to open that.
Yeah, so
yeah.
So we'll heavily include the chat and the audience and that.
And the cast of each of those shows will fight.
To the death. There's only one set of 9 people.
Yeah. 9 only.
Yeah. So we'll reminisce, but then we'll also say, but which was the best? and then we'll
we'll let the audience be mean about it.
Yeah.
And pick the best
We'll
one.
totally be civil.
Divisive streets. Divisive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that, what's the date? Is it the 20?
It's the 27th. It's
Yes.
Saturday the 27th will be our 4th live stream, and that's called a pit stop in Hatchetfield. So we will kind of check back in with that universe.
Yeah. So
Doing all the shows.
The,
We're doing all the shows in 4 hours. Get ready.
the castle shows do not take place in the same universe as the Hatchetfield shows. Hatchetfield is its own universe, and but we still love that series, and there's still more ideas for that series. So we wanted to take a day to recognize it and kind of
It's time for the woods. It's time
for the woods.
The woods, and
That's
so-
the one thing that connects Hatchetfield and this is the woods.
There are woods.
There are woods in both of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got some different activities planned. We could talk about some stuff. Did you want to say anything else about that, Nick? Do we want to commit to anything or?
There are some activities that we might want to do, but they require work on Matt and I's end. So we're going to see if we have time to get those things ready. I don't think we're 100% ready to get everything together to announce things right now. But we'll be working hard to get all of the programming ready for that stream, and we'll find things to unlock and things like that. It'll be a fun time.
Yeah, and then the final live stream will be the finale live stream on May 4th. And that will be kind of a marathon 12-hour stream, 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
It'll take us all the way to the end of the campaign.
Every donation will take a shot.
Yeah.
The last 6
All
hours.
right, 12 hours.
So we're gonna have again a series of different activities that we'll talk about over the coming month of what is going to be happening in that stream. John, we've got an exciting one in the works for that one.
Yep.
But it's
We're not allowed to talk about it yet.
It's a secret.
I think.
Okay.
Okay. But that.
So much money today.
Put it in the private chat. Put it in the private chat.
$5,000 in the next 13 minutes. That's what it is.
Put it in the private chat.
John
and then
really.
we'll all react to it.
Sorry, I have no idea what anybody said.
Hold on, I'm gonna.
Who asked
John?
what?
We are at 1.
Also, TOU, Joey feels old. What the fuck does that mean?
We're at 171 right now. Yes.
What'd you
Okay,
say, Joey?
171. You know what? The next casting reveal is
4,000 away.
Is 4,000 away. We've got 13 minutes left in this campaign. Let's see if we can unlock it here. You know, I think that this one is going to be a fun one to unlock. I think you're going to want to know what this is. We've already, we just revealed Lauren Lopez as one of the troll stepsisters, and I think that the next one would be some fun as well.
Yeah. There's a troll that hit the tension.
Oh, quick change.
Quick change.
Quick change.
Yeah, this mystery event that John worked on scheduling, he really pushed for it. So I think it will be. I think it will be fun. He
reveal it to us in a private chat.
He kept pushing and pushing, and me and Nick said, absolutely not. We don't want to do that. We don't want to be in charge of that. And he said, don't worry, someone else will do it, and it'll be great. And he eventually we caved. So I do think it'll be fun.
Reveal it, John.
In the private chat.
Don't be
John-
coy.
No, in the private chat for us,
That's
John.
what, yes, in the private chat for us. Don't do this. Don't do this bullshit.
Thank you. See, Joey.
Yeah.
Come on now.
All right. I'll do the private.
Thank you. Because it's going to be fun for everyone to see us react.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Come on, that's exactly
This is
it.
your first Kickstarter? Come on.
Okay, here we go.
Did you say?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that is a lot.
Okay, see? Now this is fun. Now we
that is a
can
lot.
have some fun with this. Okay.
Okay.
That is
now
an
you know.
overwhelming idea.
And now we know. Now we know.
Now we know.
Yes.
Okay.
So there'll be some fun on but again, it's going to be kind of a structured. We're going to have a schedule that we'll release at some point, similar to if you came to the Hatchetfield Halloween party last year, or if you saw the Nerdy Prudes Must live stream that we did during the StarKid Returns campaign. We like to schedule them out, so we'll have some fun activities. Also, I wanted to address something really quick, Matt. I've seen people talking about this idea of that. Last year Matt and I had talked about that maybe we were working on a pirate show. That there was going to be a pirate show. This is not the pirate show.
Cinderella isn't the pirate show?
Yeah, Cinderella is not a pirate.
No.
We're for those of you that that the outside, we're always working on like 5 different ideas at the same time. And so at the time when we talked about that last year, we were considering
We were
doing that.
working on it. We never said it was next.
Yeah.
Or we may have, but we were lying.
Yeah, we were lying. Or we
Yeah.
thought something at the time. Yes, John.
It's like, oh, sure.
Okay. Is there a pirate in the show though?
John,
no,
Okay.
there are no pirates in this show.
What pirate? Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
There-
So
yeah, if anyone, it's like this is still all things considered an independent company. It's like you guys, it's like, how like Marvel announces things and they announce a whole slate and then the whole thing's different. It's like give us a break. It's like, they say we're doing all these movies in 4 years and then they do none of them. It's like it's okay. This is
It's totally.
Yes.
This is
yes.
Yeah.
Also, those companies have billions of dollars. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're still broke as hell.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know
Yeah.
if people understand the logistics that go into making something. For like a movie budget is off like $1 million is nothing for a movie.
Yeah.
We're doing it for a fraction of that.
Yeah, and even for a freaking musical, it's millions of
No,
dollars.
there's so many rich gays. that make
Yeah.
movies
Yes, and
and
musicals.
musicals, and we're not rich gays yet.
We just
No.
survive them. Just survive.
Yeah.
How much? Handful of rich gays.
Yes, Bryce.
Bryce.
I have a question about this this pirate musicale. So is it in the same world? Like, will
No.
we see it on the map? Okay,
No.
okay.
No.
No, it's not on the map.
I saw some
No.
people asking that question in the chat, and I was like, that
There
is
are
a good
boats on the
question.
map,
I
but
was
it's
also
not
curious.
those boats.
No, it's a
Okay.
whole different thing. The pirate story is an idea that Matt and I have been working on for many years, for like 20 years. It's a big one.
It's our
Oh, yeah.
most complicated, most probably difficult project. And we just kind of had to rearrange a few things because we were afraid that we did not have the necessary time and ability to do it. Because we went, okay, I'm not even sure we could do one sword fight, much less all the stuff that's in it. So
Yeah.
it just needs need a little longer to cook.
Yeah,
so
and
that
also when you've
with
been
all the
working on a
time-
story for that long, you have all these different versions floating around in your head.
Of course,
and you go like, this is one where I go like, when we made up Cinderella's Castle, instantly we knew exactly what it was going to be. You know, we said the trolls, the Cinderella, all this stuff. It's perfect. It's fun. It's scary. It's funny. It's all this different stuff. And it came together very, very, you know, easily. The Pirates is an idea that Matt and I have been working on since we were like 15 years old. So we have a lot of really bad ideas that we have a lot of affection for. So it's trying to figure out how to make those ideas good now that we're
or
older.
how to cut. Yeah, or how to go like, I really love this, but it really can't go in. So
For theater, we need to bring back, or we need to merge the idea of like a deleted scene. If y'all gonna film a pro shot, then give us some of those deleted scenes, some of those deleted jokes. If y'all are so attached to it, keep it in there for the pro shot or for the DVD release. You know what I'm saying? So people can purchase that and then click. Do you know what I'm saying? We love that experience, getting the DVD, going to the, you know, the bonus features, looking at the commentary, the deleted scenes, behind the scenes, like bonus
the bloops. We love the bloops.
Oh, we love a bloop. You know what I'm saying?
We should do
that with StarKid.
We should do one performance of this show where we film and we just are messing up constantly and going, what was it? And then just add that in as the goof show. As the goof show.
I'll say.
Yeah, and with like Pirates too, it's like you don't want to do you want to do that one right when you've been sitting on it that long. You want to do it. Yeah.
And it's just, you know, it was the right time for Cinderella. Cinderella's Castle, it came together. We knew how to do it. It felt good. We said we just did, you know, we did those puppets when we did Nightmare Time 2. We did the Otho and the Lumberjacks puppets, and we said, you know what? We kind of missed these puppets, and we're kind of better at making this stuff now. And it was the right time. So
we have 5 minutes left, and we are almost at 175,000.
We're less than 500, y'all. So
everyone
watching.
And Bryce, I was gonna say, I just finished a behind the stage, backstage tour video for Nerdy Prudes, and we're doing the same thing with this show. We're gonna have so much behind the scenes footage, so much like
that's the stuff.
So if you want to see that, you gotta make the show happen, because there is a lot of that happening. So you're gonna see.
Were these the ones? Were these the behind the scenes ones that we didn't we do one for the Jangle Ball too? Did we ever finish that? Is it out?
It is out. Yeah.
Yes.
I haven't seen it.
The Jangle Ball backstage tour is out.
Send it to
out.
me. Is that the one we were in Chicago?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We took. We were like on the stairs and
yes, we'll share it with the cast.
We did it. We did it. We did it.
There we go. Okay, 1 second. Let me.
The sound.
Everybody.
There is a sound cap over at the party house where it's like it will not allow the volume to get above a certain
It's
point.
hard. It's been hard to balance the sound over here. Kurt and I have been fiddling with
I'm
this.
just staring at this little knob.
That's what you're looking.
All right, here we go. Let's do this. Let's do this cast reveal. All right.
We got
you.
Yes, Joey.
You know
This
her.
is what this song makes me want to do.
You love her.
What is it? I don't know what it is.
Okay, our next cast member and casting character that we would like to reveal is Mariah Rose Faith Casillas as Putress. So, we announced one troll stepsister, which is Ransilda, and Putress is the other troll stepsister.
Is it Putress or Putrice?
Come on, Putrice.
So we say Putress, but we've heard some people say Putrice.
Oh my god, that is hysterical.
So Putress, like putrid. Mariah, how are you feeling? Are you excited to do the show?
I'm so excited to do it quick. I'm excited to be a silly, goofy guy because Steph was more like the straight man in Nerdy Prudes, so it's nice to
be full troll and full troll.
Yeah.
I can just breathe and play myself in a show finally, and it just feels so good.
You guys are gonna be a just a silly, gross little trio.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were very excited to kind of make this trio of funny female villains. We love things like the Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus, so we'd love to try and get a little bit of that vibe going on of, just three really funny, evil ladies terrorizing poor Ella and having a fun time.
They're just
So-
silly goofy girls. And they're just skinning. They're just skinning.
Sometimes
Yeah,
girls just want to start some shit, Sometimes girls just want to be gross.
Yeah.
Let them be little gross girls.
Mariah, how would you describe Putris in relation to Ransilda? What's the difference between the two of them?
I would say Putris, whereas Ransilda wants to please her mom, she is like so troll. Where like Putris is like, I'm a good girl. I'm a little good girl who loves my mommy. And boys, like, so when I see that guy, it's gonna be pretty crazy.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Putris is a little boy crazy, though it's unclear whether or not she wants to bed them or eat them, or maybe both. Yeah.
Both.
Both.
Very Sarah Sanderson.
The new Go Piss Girl is Get Gross Girls.
Get
That's
Gross
the
Girl!
Get Gross Girls.
All right. Well, there you go. We hit that benchmark.
Unbelievable.
It's 2 p.m. We've reached the end of this stream. What a way to kickstart this campaign. I cannot
Literally.
I cannot believe how quickly we're reaching these fundraising goals. Again, I only had 5 casting videos edited because I thought it would take a week for us to reach that. And I have to go and edit these new videos. So thank you so much for contributing to the campaign. Thank you for spreading the word.
Thank you.
Let's keep going. Again, the initial Kickstarter goal is just the base budget that we need to pull off the show, but the more money we raise, the better the production can be. And we're so excited to be sharing more of the production with you over the coming month. And thank you all so much for being here. And I'm excited to see you all again next week. And we'll have some fun over the next month and over the coming months and make a great show this summer.
Goodbye.
We're really
Goodbye. Get gross, girls. Get gross, girls.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. See you in a week.
Goodbye.
Okay.
All right. Goodbye.
Someone end it.